Hey, it's J Production.
Say, it's your boy ASJ, and by the title of the video, you already know what we on today, man. So, like you guys heard in the intro, it's basically a little snippet of this beat. So I'm gonna show you guys how I made this aggressive ethnic beat, today, man. So without further ado, man, we're gonna hop right into it. But if you haven't did already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and show your boy some love. And also, you can stream all my beats and stuff like that on your favorite platform. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, Amazon Music, whatever the case may be. But without further ado, man, let's get into it. Alright, man, so first thing first, what I did to build a foundation, just to get an idea, was I just basically came up with like a low string, right? And this low string, as you can see, is arpeggiated, right? But it also, inside the arpeggiated pattern, it has velocity changes. So it basically hits on basically the good parts, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna waste too much time. I'm gonna show you what I did with this low string. Right? So essentially what I did, man, is basically I just stayed in between the tension notes of C and C sharp. And basically, to create that ethnic, or like that really, you can use harmonic minors and stuff like that. That's a really, like, you get more of that exotic feel. If you want to go that route, you could use a harmonic minor. But what I did, man, is I basically just stayed within the tension notes to kind of make it like really aggressive and to make it like dark. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for a tip on how to make dark ethnic beats, try to look for those tension notes, the notes that are close together. You know what I'm saying? So also what I did, man, is I did a mid string, and I basically just rose that up an octave, but I tweaked it just slightly. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make it too extravagant of a pattern because I knew that I had other patterns in there that needed room to be able to shine, and I didn't want this mid string kind of taking over from that. So so basically, here's how the mid string went. Right? So that's basically the mid string of what I did. And what I can do is I'm going to solo it out for you so you can just hear slightly how that sounds in comparison with the low string. Right? So that was basically my thought process of basically building that foundation. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to know where those strings came from the last one, I basically got both of those strings out of the Strings of Winter. They had a sale going on Black Friday. If you want to wait for this Black Friday to get it again, it'll probably be like 90 bucks or $99. Right now, it's back to $149.99. But you go to Sound Source right here, or you just type in Strings of Winter, and then you'll be able to find it. It is $149.99 right now. 99. It is $149.99 right now. So if you want to pick that up, I recommend picking it up and copying Strings of Winter. Alright, so next thing I did was added some staccato strings. And basically I added these staccato strings to kind of move the momentum into the actual beat, so it won't sound boring upon leading up to it. And I think it turned out pretty well with this staccato string. Right? And essentially, bro, what I wanted to accomplish was to kind of get a good expression of an actual violinist as they going through, because they have so many emotions. So with the violin, you never want to keep the violin at the same velocity throughout the whole entire thing, because you know, real violinists, they are very emotional and they have a lot of expression when they playing the violin, and you kind of want to go, you kind of want to kind of get in that rhythm, you know what I'm saying, as a violinist would, and they usually adjust their velocity and their dynamics as they're playing through the whole entire thing. So that's why I adjusted the dynamics. I adjust the dynamics with a lot of things because it just adds a more human feel to it, and then it adds a more dramatic effect too. All right, so this one violin, I also added another violin. There's two more violins, but this one violin everybody knows or should know is obviously the romantic violin. You know, the gypsy romantic violin. I love this violin. People say it's overused, but I think it fits perfect in what you want in the best situations. That's how I should put it. It fits best in the best situations. So essentially what I did with that one as well is I kind of made this as a leading note, and then this basically was on the start. Yeah, I love that gypsy violin. I just love it. I love it. And to come back to complement the actual staccato strings, I added in more staccato strings, but this staccato string was in also the strings of winter. The ones you heard before, that was inside of the Spitfire solo violin. So basically, I'm just still following that. Basically, them tension notes. You know, as you can see, those notes close together, just to keep it really dark and really like mean. So I'm gonna just solo that out. Right. So that's essentially what I did to kind of complement that actual staccato string and all the other things surrounding it. All right. So moving on, I had a low string, and essentially what I did with Insert 16 was I created basically a volume, basically my own crescendo and decrescendos of the string, and you'll basically see how it creates a dramatic effect throughout the whole entire thing. It just rises, and then it just makes everything so much fuller. Yeah. All right. So right off the bat, man, we got the choir, and you may ask why I got three different choir channels on this or tracks on this channel. That's because I couldn't figure out which chord progression I wanted to go with, so I made three different ones because I heard three different things, and essentially I felt that this one was the best, so I just muted the other two. But I wanted to still keep the other two for later, just in case I felt a different way. But essentially, bro, I'm gonna just be right off the bat with you, bro. I got this choir straight out of Balkan Ethnic Orchestra. I would say that I love the sound quality of the choir. One thing I do have a complaint about is that I haven't figured out. Maybe there's a way to do it. So I wouldn't say it's more of a complaint. Is when you render out this your track and you're using this phrase creator, you gotta kind of like, if I wanted to start on ket right here, right, which I had to start on ket when in the final rendering, I had to leave it off on lower, so then it'll basically start on cats when the beat plays and it's actually time for that phrase to start. So yeah, man, I'm gonna just let y'all hear this one. Ket, mi, ti, ti, ka, ti, do, what. And then it ends off on lower, and then it goes back to ket. You know what I'm saying? I kind of had to kind of tweak it to make it start off on the syllables that I want and how I like it to sound. Because phrases mean everything. All right, so moving on to the drums. So leading to the drums, I basically started with a snare roll, with the 808 to complement the snare roll. So they were basically tied on the same pattern. So basically, bro, what I did was I just put this in 1/3 and I just made just a simple snare roll and just added some, rolls and stuff like that. And I basically adjusted the velocity. I mean, velocity is a lot. It means a lot because if these snares were just all high, like just all peaked all the way up here, then, it won't really kind of sound that well. It'd just be too loud and you won't have any kind of separation. But as you can see, I drew up the same pattern for the 808, but I just adjusted it to the actual tone so it can match. But I adjusted some of the velocity here, with the 808s as well. So I'm just gonna leave with the actual snare roll with the 808 into the percussion, and then I'll explain everything from there. So essentially, the 808s were kind of simple. This is basically a full pattern of the 808, but I just basically chopped it up and I just changed it uniquely. So I'm gonna just show you how I did that too. Essentially, bro, what I can't stress it enough is you're gonna want to mess with the adjustments, especially with the 808s, because man, you can do a lot of stuff with the 808, and the velocity of the 808 can drastically change the bounce of the beat. So moving on to the snare, it's just a simple snare. And then just a basic crash, I just added some open hats to complement the 808s. And that just basically repeats like that. And then I basically created like this little west side rim shot. Alright, bro, so basically for the hi-hats, I just kept it simple, you know what I'm saying? I drew up the pattern twice here. The second part got the effectrix added onto it to kind of just give it a little bit of extra variation, and it basically just made the beat to sound a little bit more grimy. Alright, bro, so basically what I'm about to do is I'm about to just play the bridge for y'all. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the beats. And then basically what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to explain how I made the bridge. Alright, bro, so right now, bro, I created a bridge in this beat, right? Because I wanted to separate the beat for just a little bit to kind of regain momentum back into the second half. So, so I basically got a little bit of creative with it, and I added these pianos in. Right, and if you want to know where that piano came from, it is the Grandeur, I guess that's how you call it. I did basically a split in between soft and hard as far as the tone, and I got that lid open. All right, bro, so moving on to the second part of this bridge is I created these low strings. It has mid strings in there and just a slightly under high of the strings, and it basically complements that piano. I got that string straight off expand. Alright, bro, so now we got probably my favorite part of the bridge is basically the drums, and it basically creates that tension and that excitement back into the beat. Hey! So I just showed y'all how I made this aggressive ethnic beat. The beat is called Arena, and I dropped this on my beat tape. If you guys want to stream my whole entire beat tape, I'll link everything down in the description to have you streaming on your favorite platform. Apple Music, Spotify, the whole 9 yards, right? If you guys have any suggestions on the type of beats you want me to make, or you want me to deconstruct all my other beats that I made, just let me know down in the comment section. And also, like, comment, subscribe, show your boy some love.
Hey,
I
it's
appreciate
J
y'all.
Production.
Here's the final beat.